Pleasant good morning to you. God is so good. Mute your mic. Yes, mute your mic. Psalm 46 and verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge." Mute your mic. The hardest thing to get people to do at a Zoom meeting is to mute the microphone. Yeah, hardest thing. And when you're dealing with children, whoa, make it more difficult, boy. I listen to my wife teaching, and every now and then she got to tell some child, mute your mic. Come on, mute your mic. Woo! Background noise. Conversation with not children alone, adult. Sometimes you're hearing things that you don't want to hear. I have watched at several relationships, and I get the impression that if the other person stop talking a little bit, the relationship will go better. But on many occasions, somebody thinks that they can talk and out-talk the partner. And when they would have out-talked the partner, they have convinced the partner. Joke you're making. You mute your mic and listen to the other person. Far from it. When you out-talk the other person, you have not convinced them. Sometimes the other person just shut them out because you sound disgusting in the air, and they're happy to let you stop. And the way to let you stop is for them to stop talking and allow you to talk. Now, the better way to run a relationship is not for one to talk all the time and the other to mute the mic. No, the better way to run your relationship is if you are always the first to come out of the blocks and talking, just mute your mic and stop and listen to what the other person has to say. Listen to them thoroughly. Do not bother to change them. That should not be your only focus. Listen to them. Mute your mic and listen to them. When you understand the issue from their worldview, from their point of view, then you are in a better position to bring about harmony in that relationship. Listen, please understand that many times in relationships, intimate relationships, many times we are not thinking about making adjustments. We are thinking about convincing the other person to make the adjustment, and the other person must compromise. Don't look at relationships that way. No, we gotta stop. Mute your mic and hear what the other person is saying. And many times we look at it as win-lose. Don't run relationships that way. The better way to run relationships, intimate relationships, is to look at it as win-win. Yes. You see, win-lose creates competition, and I'm always trying to outdo you, right? In intimate relationships, the better thing to do is to look at it as win-win and try, instead of trying to out-talk the other person, try to please the other person so that both of you can get along fine. For after all, isn't it true, husband and wife, that the two of you are planning to stay together for life? Well, if you're planning to stay together for life, please, you who like to talk plenty, yakety, yak, mute your mic and listen to the other person. Understand what is bothering the other person. Get into their head by allowing them to talk, and you mute your mic. Same thing with God. He says, be still and know that I am God. He, God, in our relationship with God, He's the experienced one dealing with us. He has given us certain instructions. Mute your mic and listen to God. Straightforward instructions. Eve should have mute her mic in the Garden of Eden. When the devil came in Genesis chapter 3, she should have mute her mic and say nothing to him. And instead, if she had to unmute her mic, she should have said, Mr. Devil, hold a while. I'm going and asking God about what he said and my husband, and then I'll come back to you. Mr. Devil, I'm muting my mic. In the spiritual realm, let us mute our mic. The text says, be still and know that I am God. Don't argue with God. He's the experienced one. He gave us instructions. He gave us his rule book, the Bible. And he gave us the 10 Commandments, clearly outlining how we should live. Then he said, your body is the temple of the living God. And the list goes on. Mute your mic and listen to what God has to say and follow his instructions. God and Father, thank you so much for guiding us in your way and for showing us that we must mute our mic and listen to you, because you are the experienced one who knows the end from the beginning. Guide us as we humbly agree to accept what you say for us to do. In Jesus' name, amen. May God richly bless you.
Lord, I want to be a Christian.